And I did see your question, and I want to answer it in just a second. All right. I want to show you where we are here. Okay, let me just set this up and then I'll answer your question. Can everybody see this?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Yes.
I think Nicolette asked a question. Here's what your exam number one and basically all your exams are going to be. They're going to be, let me let that person in. Let me see if I can let that person in. Hang on one second. Yes, I can. Okay, so I'll let you in and then I will go back to this. All right. So all your exams are going to be 50 multiple choice questions and 2 extra credit. The 2 extra credit questions are give me an answer. So basically there are 52 questions on the exam.
I have a question.
Go.
Is the all exams timed or no?
Yeah, I'll tell you. Hang on. All the exams are timed. They're timed for 50. Oh, another latecomer. I hate letting latecomers in, but let me let the latecomer in, and then we will see. All right, I'm not letting any more people in. All right, this is it. All right, so again, all the exams are 50 multiple choice questions and 2 extra credit. The extra credit question is fill in the blank. Okay? They're all timed. All the regular exams are 55 minutes. So once you start, you have 55 minutes to finish. If you have an accommodation, I've set aside another time for you to take the exam on the same day. The regular exam is given between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. You have all that time to decide when to take the exam, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. But once you start, it's only 55 minutes. You can't walk away and come back, okay? At 6:30, people with accommodations will have access to the exam, and the exam will have longer time on it. I added more time to people with accommodations. Any questions about that? We all understand, correct?
What day do we take the test?
Monday, the 15th of February. Got it?
Yes.
Say, okay, good. Everybody good with that?
Yes.
Okay. If you have a problem taking the exam on the 15th, I need to know about it. You need to email me and say, Dr. Oxler, I can't take the exam that day. I have a doctor's appointment, or I'm going to go to Atlantic City and lose money. Whatever, just let me know, okay? And I will decide if you can take the exam another day. Notice, I will decide, okay? Everybody got it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. All right. I'm giving you questions that are possibly on the exam. Okay? So this is a Jeopardy-like thing that actually is a very good thing by Pearson Education from all the chapters that we went through. And we're going to talk about them, and we're going to see if you can remember some of the answers. Okay? Oh, I am not letting that person in. Sorry. Okay? I'm not stopping again. All right? Okay. Does anybody want me to let that person in or not? Oh, hell, I'll let the person in. I'm such a nice person. Unbelievable. Okay. Tara, you're lucky. You're lucky I'm a nice person. Usually I don't let people in after 11:06. All right? Okay, here we go. I'm not letting any more people in. All right, here we go. Here are some of the sample questions that could be exactly the question on the exam or something similar. Okay? So here's the first question. The study of the function of the human body is termed, somebody yell out an answer.
Physiology.
There you go. That's the answer. Okay? Now remember, this is all recorded, so you don't have to take too many notes. All right? A group of similar cells that have a common function are classified as an
Organ.
Tissue.
tissue. The answer is tissue. Got it? Tissue. If you have any questions, stop me and we'll talk about it. Okay. Which of the following body systems is a fast-acting control system?
Nervous.
Nervous system.
Nervous system.
Nervous system. There you go. There you go. We're on a roll. Which of the following is not a survival need?
B.
Yes. No, B. B. Growth. Growth. During exercise, the body cools itself by sweating. Sweating is a response to an elevated body temperature. Is an example of what process?
Homeostasis.
Bingo. Homeostasis. Directional terms. Are you going to see directional terms on exam number 1? I guarantee it. The nose is blank to the lips.
Superior.
Superior.
Superior. Superior. There it is. The knee is blank to the ankle.
Proximal.
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 Proximal. The eyes are blank to the ears.
Medial.
Medial. The sternum or breastbone protects the heart and is therefore blank to the heart.
Anterior.
Anterior.
Anterior. There you go. There you go. Excellent. 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 Oh, when performing a dissection, the students noticed that the veins were closer to the skin than the arteries. Therefore, the veins were blank to the arteries.
Superficial.
Superficial. Very good. Very well done. All right. All right. Regional anatomy. The word cervical refers to what body part?
Neck.
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 Neck. The word orbital pertains to what region of your body?
Eye.
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 Eye. If a person complained of pain in the antebrachial area, what area would you examine?
Forearm.
Forearm.
Arm.
Forearm. Very well done. Very well done. So far, you guys are doing very well. When taking a popliteal pulse, you would be feeling what region of the body?
Behind the knee.
Behind the
Behind the
knee.
knee.
Behind the knee. Very well done. A broken hallux refers specifically to a broken
Big toe.
Big
Big
toe.
toe.
big toe. Good. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Sections and planes. This gets a little dicey. But remember, I only wanted you to know 3 planes. So here we go. The blank plane divides the body into equal right and left halves.
Sagittal.
Sagittal.
Okay, let me talk to you now. We didn't talk about mid-sagittal, but we talked about sagittal. The answer is mid-sagittal, but only because they're equal right and left parts, okay? But remember, a right and left part is between the two T's, and here is perfect halves. So the answer is mid-sagittal. If you see that answer on exam number 1, it's wrong. I didn't talk about that. I talked about sagittal, frontal, and transverse. Those are your answers. Everybody understand that?
Yes.
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 Good. All right. The plane that divides the body into superior and inferior portions is
Transverse.
Transverse.
transverse, okay? If a person had a toe amputated, the surgeon would make a blank cut to amputate the toe.
Frontal.
Frontal.
Transverse.
Frontal, no, frontal, you're coming from up top. Boom.
Oh, okay.
Okay, got it?
Yeah.
All right. A leg amputation would require a cut in which plane?
Transverse.
Very well done. Very well done. It's a hard question. That's a hard question. Very well done. To amputate an entire upper extremity, the surgeon would cut into which plane?
Transverse.
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 We didn't talk about it. Don't worry about it. You'll never see that word. If you see that word, it's wrong. Okay? Got it? Okay. Simple as that. Simple as that. All right. Here we go. Body cavities, membranes. Which of the following are the two major closed body cavities?
Thoracic and abdominal.
Ventral and dorsal.
Closed body cavities. Two main ones, ventral and dorsal. Got it?
Yes.
All right. The layer of a serous membrane that lines the body cavity is the blank layer.
Mucus.
Yes.
A or B? I can't remember.
Something big.
Visceral, I believe.
Half of you say visceral, half of you say parietal, one of you have said mucus. Give me the answer.
A.
Wrong.
Ah, dang it.
The answer is parietal. Whenever you see the word cavity, the answer is parietal.
Okay.
Whenever you see the
Visceral
word-
would be the actual
whenever you see the word organ, it's visceral. Everybody understand that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If you don't, I'll explain it again. Everybody
Can
got
you
it,
say that again?
right? Say it.
Yeah, can you explain that again?
A serous membrane has two layers, an outer layer and an inner layer. The inner layer is called the visceral layer because it surrounds the organ. Okay? The word visceral means organ. Okay? The outside layer surrounds the cavity. The layer that surrounds the cavity is called the parietal layer. It's on the outside. Everybody, you got that now?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Done. All right, here we go. What structure divides the anterior cavity into two sections?
Diaphragm.
Diaphragm.
All right, you guys are correct, but let me ask you a question. Give me what are the two parts of the anterior cavity called?
The abdominal and pelvic.
No, that's only one part. The abdominal pelvic is
So the
one
thoracic
part.
one then.
Yes.
Thoracic and
Thoracic and then abdominal pelvic. So in between those two is the diaphragm. Got it? There it is. Okay. What membrane lines the abdominal pelvic cavity?
membrane
B.
B.
Yeah.
Peritoneal. Let's talk about this. The answer is peritoneal. But let me talk to you about where's this membrane?
Those are your lungs.
Those are your lungs. Where's this membrane?
Brain.
Oh, heart.
Your heart.
Heart. Pericardial. Where's this membrane?
I don't know.
Is it your spine?
It's in your joints, your knee, your elbow, your shoulders, and your joints. Okay, you got it?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. Okay, I want to ask you this question. If this is a cavity, is it open to the air?
No.
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 Well, yeah, kind of.
Oh,
Gotcha,
well,
yes.
yeah, because can't you, when you breathe, what happens? Air comes in, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
What about the peritoneal cavity? Is it open to air?
Yes.
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 It certainly is. Okay. These two cavities are not open to air. Okay. Everybody understand that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. All right. You don't have to know this. That's not important. And neither is this. Neither is this. Not important. All right. Let's get rid of that. Any questions on chapter 1?
No.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Good. Chapter 3. Chapter 3. All right. Cell anatomy. Here we go. The intracellular fluid packed with organelles of a cell is called
Cytoplasm.
Cytoplasm.
cytoplasm. Very well done. The cell membrane is composed mostly of
C.
C.
The phospholipids and proteins.
phospholipids and proteins. The smallest unit of life,
Cell.
Cell.
cell. The interior of a cell membrane can be best described as
Hydrophobic.
hydrophobic. That is correct.
Hydrophobic.
Hydrophobic. Hating water. Hating water. Okay. Cell junctions that are important in communication are
B.
B.
Gap junction.
B. B. The answer is B. Gap junctions, because it allows neurotransmitters and electricity to go across the junction. Okay? Gap junctions. All right. Which of the following is not an example of passive transport?
C.
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 Pinocytosis, because it requires energy. It requires energy. All right? Everybody understand that?
Yes.
Yes.
Would simple diffusion be passive transport too?
Yes, simple diffusion is passive transport. Problem is, it was not. The thing was not. Okay?
Oh, okay.
All right?
All right.
You can look at it later. If you walk into your house, and smell dinner, you are experiencing
A. Diffusion.
diffusion. You are correct. Diffusion requires
None
None of the above.
A.
none of the above. You are correct. A cell that is placed in a hypertonic solution will
It's hypertonic.
B.
Burst.
B.
B.
All right, you guys are a little confused. Some of you say burst, and some of you say crenate. Let me ask you a question. What does this mean?
Has a lot.
Has a lot of
Water.
Water.
no. Has a lot of
Solute.
solute. Has little bit of water. Hypertonicity means it's got too many particles in it. So it's lacking water, lacking water. If you put a cell into a fluid that is lacking water, what's going to happen to it?
It's gonna crenate.
Crenate.
Crenate. It's going to crenate. What happens if you put a cell into a hypotonic solution, which has too much water? It will burst.
Burst.
Everybody got that?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, good. Blank solutions contain lower concentrations of non-penetrating particles that cells contain. I would never in my life ask you a stupid question like this, ever. This question sucks. All right? This question sucks. All right, forget that question. I will never ask you that question. Here you go. Which of the following is not an example of vesicular transport? I hear cricket. What does vesicular transport mean?
Like put it in a vesicle.
Yes, in a bag, Okay, look at it.
So would it be active transport?
Yes, it would be active transport because the rest of these are bags.
Right.
These are bags, okay?
Yeah.
Active transport, got it?
Yes.
Yes.
All
Got
right.
it.
A cell will drink small amounts of fluid and solutes using
C.
C is incorrect.
B.
B.
Oh, that's
B is incorrect.
I know. A.
A.
Pinocytosis means drinking of water. That's what it means. Drinking of water, okay?
So drinking uses like
Specifically, which type of transport is driven by energy stored in gradients? I would not ask this question because we didn't talk about secondary active transport, but that is the answer. I'm not going to ask you about secondary active transport, okay? How is active transport different from facilitated diffusion?
D.
D.
Say it again.
D.
D is in dog. Yes, D is in dog. You are correct. Very well done. All right. Which molecules would most likely be actively transported? It's a very hard question.
Hydrophobic molecules?
No, the answer, I would not ask this question. The answer is amino acids. That's the answer. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Organelles. You got to know the organelles. In cell, proteins are synthesized at the
Ribosome.
ribosome. That is correct. That is correct. Very well done. In a cell, ATP is produced by the
Mitochondria.
mitochondrion. Right, you are correct. Which organelles detoxifies a number of toxic substances?
C.
Peroxisomes.
Peroxisome.
Well, you got two choices here. You got lysosomes or peroxisomes. Which one are you going to choose?
Peroxisome.
Lysosome. Lysosome. All right. Okay.
Can you explain the difference real quick?
It's the difference is whatever you want. I would have taken either answer. Okay, that
Okay.
was a poor question. That was a very poor question. All right. Which type of cytoskeleton attaches to desmosomes to resist pulling forces exerted on the cell? Here is the important thing: resisting pulling forces.
I think it's
Microtubules?
The A.
It's actually C, intermediate filament. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
These organelles are fatal to the cell if they burst.
D.
Mitochondria?
The answer is D, because these are what contain the enzymes to eat the cell. Okay, there it is, lysosomes. Got it?
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go over cell division because I gave you a special lecture on RNA and DNA. Remember that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and in that lecture, I talked about the difference between RNA and DNA.
Yes.
I talked about uracil replacing another amino acid.
Thymine.
I mean,
All right, I want to make sure we understand that. Okay, those are the questions I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
Okay? I'm probably going to ask you a codone too. I'm going to probably ask you, if I give you the DNA codone, give me the RNA codone. Everybody understand that?
Yes.
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 Okay, good. All right. So let's go to chapter 4. Here's chapter 4. And this is all about tissues. Remember that. Here we go. All of the following are the characteristics of epithelium except
D.
Is it B?
B as in boy. Look, it has no vascularity. It divides all the time because you lose epithelial tissue every day, and it won't let water in. It has tight junctions. So the answer is B. Got it?
Mhm.
All right, here we go. Goblet cells are found in this kind of epithelium.
Simple columnar.
Say it louder.
Simple columnar.
Simple.
Simple columnar. Goblet cells. What do they produce? Sebum. All right? Simple columnar. There they are. Or mucus. All right? Which of the following is the most widespread epithelium?
Stratified squamous.
Stratified squamous is the answer. Is the answer. Why is it the answer?
That's what skin is.
Yes. That's what your skin is. Very well done. Very well done. Good. Glands that secrete by rupture of cells are classified as
C.
C, holocrine. Holocrine. The easy way to remember this is this looks like whole. Whole. The whole cell bursts. Rupture of cells. There you go. An epithelial tissue has 4 layers of cells. The basal layer is flat. The cells of the basal layer are tall. I'm sorry, the apical layer is flat. And the cells of the basal layer are taller than they are wide. The epithelial tissue would be classified as
D.
Say it again.
D.
Okay, let me explain. I didn't really go into this very well. I'm not going to ask you this kind of question, but the tissue is named from the apical layer. So the apical layer of this tissue is flat. So what's flat here?
Squamous.
Squamous. How many layers is it? Is it more than 2 layers? Yes.
Yeah.
So the answer is stratified squamous. All right?
Mhm.
I would never ask that kind of question. Connective tissue. Which of the following is not a connective tissue?
Smooth muscle.
Say it louder.
Smooth muscle.
Thank
Muscle.
you. Smooth muscle. There you go. Calcium salts are found in which connective tissue?
All of them?
All the
Oh
above.
no. Oh no. Say it. Not all of them. That's not the correct answer.
Bone.
Bone?
Bone. Bone. Yes. Bone. All right. The most I will never ask you this question either. The answer here is areola. We didn't talk about areola. It's not important. Not important. Okay, let's go here. Which of the following is not associated with cartilage?
Collagen fibers.
Say it louder.
Collagen.
Hello?
Would it be C?
Yes. C. Cartilage has no blood supply. There it is. Okay. Which of the following cells typically cluster around blood vessels and detect foreign organisms? We didn't talk much about this, but the answer is mast cells. I would not ask you that question. Don't worry about that. Muscle tissue. Which type of muscle is voluntary?
Smooth.
D. D.
What does voluntary mean?
You choose to.
You can control it?
There you go. Which ones can you control here?
Is it A?
Yes. A is the answer. You can't control cardiac. You can't control smooth. So the answer is skeletal. Multinucleated cells predominate in which muscle tissue?
Smooth.
I didn't emphasize it, but the answer is skeletal. I'm not going to ask you that question. Don't worry. The 2 contractile proteins found in muscle cells are, I didn't really go over it that much, but the answer is actin and myosin. You won't see that until we talk about muscles. Muscle tissue can be described as
C.
C. It has blood supply and it has nerve supply, vascular and innervated. Intercalculated discs are a unique feature of which muscle tissue?
Skeletal.
A.
Is it skeletal?
No. Intercalculated disc is what gives you the ability to have a gap junction. Which of these muscle cells have gap junctions in which they have electricity?
Cardiac.
How do you think your heart beats? It beats through electricity because it has intercalculated discs inside of it. All right?
Mhm.
All right, repair. Membranes that line open body cavities are classified as
Cutaneous.
D.
Everybody understand that answer?
Can you explain it real quick?
Yeah. Tell me where you have open body cavity.
You know.
Right. Your nose, your mouth, your anus. Okay? And they all
Okay.
produce mucus. Everybody understand that now?
Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes
Yes.
sense.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Both body membranes are usually composed of two tissues.
C.
Well done. Which of the following is classified as a dry membrane?
Cutaneous.
Say it again.
A.
A. A is the answer. A is the answer. Your skin, okay? During organization of tissue repair, a blood clot is replaced by
B.
B. Granulation tissue. Granulation tissue. All right? Regeneration is highly unlikely in which of the following tissues?
D.
D. Cardiac.
D. D. Cardiac muscle. That is correct. That is correct. Very well done. All right. Of the four major types of tissues, which type forms boundaries between different environments?
Epithelial.
Nervous.
Epithelial, okay? Epithelial, all right? Boom. I won't ask you that question. We didn't talk about that. It's not important. Of the major four types of tissue, which type is avascular?
Epithelial.
Epithelial,
D.
correct, epithelial. There you go. Oh, I would never ask you that question, ever. The walls of the large arteries and walls of bronchial tubes contain what kind of cartilage? Here's a hint. What do large arteries do with a lot of blood? They enlarge. What do large arteries do with a little bit of blood? They shrink. Now give me the answer.
Elastic.
There you go. Elastic. Okay. Where else can I find elastic cartilage?
Around the lungs.
Besides the lungs, where else can I find elastic cartilage? What does the word elastic begin with?
E.
Now tell me where else I can find elastic cartilage.
Ears?
Ears
No, epiglottis.
and the epiglottis. There you go. You learned something. I love it. What's this? Oh, here you go. Chemotherapy destroys cells in mitosis. Which type of tissue would be the most affected by chemotherapy? What they're asking is, what is the most active tissue that divides every single day?
Epithelial.
Yes.
Yeah, would it be epithelial?
Epithelial cells. Epithelial cells. You're going to learn in the integumentary system that the hair is part of the epithelial tissue. Okay? And when you have chemotherapy, what do you lose? You lose your hair. Okay, so that was an interesting way to ask that question. All right. Okay, now is your chance. I'm going to stop recording here.